Hi everybody, it's the golden hour out here in what I truly obsess about, and I want to go over some things with you. I'm going to show you what the garden beds look like this spring. They look like crap. Truth be told, my family was suffering a little bit of a crisis, and still somewhat is, starting last fall when I should have been taking care of the garden. It wasn't important after what was going on. We had some health and mental health issues that needed to be dealt with first, and that's kind of taking a toll. It's taking a toll on my garden. See, I didn't even take down the tomatoes. That's gross. So, but it's taken a toll on myself. It's taken a toll on my garden, and it's taken a toll on the presentation that I'm giving here to you guys. So I want to start by telling you, we're going to get better at these videos. I'm going to get better at the blogging too, because truth be told, I haven't really been sharing it that well, but I'm kind of funny. I just haven't felt funny lately. So I'm gonna work on that, keeping the mood elevated, and we're starting that by getting out in the garden now that the weather's a little bit better. So I guess every season is a learning season, and this season I learned that tomatoes are gross when you leave them outside over the winter. That's a lot of work to pick up. Some people can say, oh, it's good to not clean out your garden in the fall because that's where the beneficial bugs stay. Yeah, it could be where the bad bugs stay though too. So let's be real about that. So we learned a couple of other things. Well, let's see here. I'm gonna get this camera thing down, I promise. I learned, can I get a view of it? Don't put your mint directly in the garden. I put the mint directly in the garden. I mean, I thought I'll just pop a mint plant or two in the ground. Like your grandma and hundreds of years of gardeners can't all be right about mint taking over. The mint takes over. It's everywhere. What else did we learn this year in the garden? We learned that let me get it here. If you leave Swiss chard in the garden, it turns into a pile of disintegrating what looks like elephant dung. Yeah, it looks like there's elephant dung in the garden. Gross. It's slimy. It's yucky. What did we learn? What else did we learn this year? We learned that, can you see that? Yep. If you use untreated wood to build your garden beds will disintegrate. But that's okay, because Carnivore Husband made me, hear the race cars in the background? That's the sound of where I live. Yeah, anywho, so that means summertime. So the garden beds, they're disintegrating. Carnivore Husband made me a promise, and he made that promise in front of not only his mom, but my mom, so now that promise has to be kept. Carnivore Husband said, and I quote, "You really need all new raised beds next year, Julie. I'm gonna have to build those for you next spring, because it's too late to do it this year. And while I'm building beds, I might as well build a chicken coop." You heard it here first, folks. Chickens. That's what we're going to be obsessing about over the winter, and that's what we're going to be obsessing about next spring. So, back to what we learned in the garden this year. The elephant dung, the beds, what else? We also learned that even though you don't clean out the asparagus bed, new asparagus grows anyway. So good things do happen, even though you let them go to shit. So that was very exciting for me today. The weather being nice enough for me to get outside and be in this garden. The beautiful sunset that I'm watching over there, the asparagus in the beds, the thought of new beds coming, just getting this place cleaned up and ready to go. Pretty exciting to me. The spirits are gonna go up, the funny's gonna go up. You're gonna enjoy it. Keep coming back. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.